Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video and welcome back to round 6 of the F123 Williams Road to Glory. Yes, we're back today here for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Of course, we get back into the series, live streaming it every Tuesday over on my Twitch, and then of course highlights here on my YouTube. I also upload the full VOD as well. If you missed the live stream, there's a link down in the description below to the full VOD as well. But of course, last week out in Miami was a little bit of a nightmare. I think the less said about that, the better. Currently having a look at the championship. Alex Albon is riding in P13. We're down in P16 at the moment. Of course, we're just a single point on the board there, but that means we're 1 point ahead of Alfa Romeo as we head into round 6 of the season. We've also got a couple of upgrades actually due on the car, so hopefully they're both going to go on without issue before we get into the weekend, which of course they're not. But yeah, hopefully though, Imola this weekend we can try and have a good run. Obviously we'll get that fixed. We've actually got a lot of R&D at the moment as well to do some upgrades, so we'll try and get as many of those on the car as we possibly can. And there we go, 4 R&D points left. But yeah, get yourself subscribed, follow us over on Twitch, and let's do this thing. Miami was a bit of a disaster. You should do Gatorade for your major sponsor. It's a kick to the NASCAR drivers. I think you should decrease the race distance to 50%. Now, I like doing 100% races in this series, and they kind of work on Twitch as well, because it's only a bit later. Hey, welcome on in, Peace Stefano. Hope you're having a good one. Work again. We won't tell anybody. Miami, yeah, was prime. I should not have done that race so tired, to be honest, but I'm feeling fresh this week. I'm sure I'm jinxing myself by saying that. But yeah, it was quite scary. Not too worried about that. I love doing 100% races. Not that I play that often anymore. I like doing the 100% races. Of course, it's kind of weird now because obviously this series is 100%. My team is going to be 50%, and then obviously co-op now is 35%. So we've kind of got all the race distances inside this game. Yeah, no, streaming obviously yesterday, tonight, Thursday, and obviously Saturday this week. 4 streams. You guys have got far too much of me, haven't you? Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, and it's not even started yet. And Rotaz, good luck in your league race. Where are you racing? Where are you racing in an hour? Good luck to you. Oh, dearie me. Scania, welcome on in, mate. Hope you're having a good one. Oh, no. I mean, it might be that it dries. It's not going to dry up. That's just going to be a horrible, horrible race right the way throughout. Imola suddenly has become a whole lot tougher. 63 wet laps here is a bit of a disaster. I enjoy doing the long races, to be fair. F197 was so much fun. I've never played F197. Perhaps I need to do some more classic games. I mean, I'm enjoying F106. Next episode of that actually drops tomorrow. So yeah, I would recommend checking that out, of course, when it goes live. But normally I set the car up to be high downforce anyway. So that's going to be even more, of course, this weekend. Because obviously we may as well just prep the car ready for the wet. There's no point, obviously, making a dry setup on the car, of course, if it's going to be wet throughout the entire Grand Prix weekend. But, we'll wait and see. Sandals, I've not crashed yet, but that's because we've barely made it into free practice. I love the belief, though, in me. I appreciate it. Why don't you use your wheel on F106? Because it's not compatible with F106. What are those tyre pressures? No, thank you. Actually, I don't... No, I don't believe... I'd be very, very surprised if it was compatible with F106. How do you adjust it when it's a wet race? So, what I do for a wet race, if I run through the entire setup, wings, slightly higher. Transmission, pretty much the same. I move the old throttle down by 1. Camber doesn't change. I often up the ride height slightly, but suspension and ARBs don't change. Brake pressure, again, doesn't change. And tyre pressures I lower slightly, for those of you that want to know. Did bottle 2 and 2 last night at Silverstone. It was a fantastic race at Silverstone. I won't give any spoilers yet. Parody only fans, we're going to see you flap your DRS at us. So, because it's been a while actually since we spoke about the OnlyFans, isn't it? That, for those of you that don't know, Jedi, is me playing Solitaire. It's really that exciting. Yeah, if we get to 200 subs here, then I'll create an OnlyFans. Because originally what I used to do was play Solitaire at the end of a stream for just a bit of fun. But at the moment we're trying to get Twitch partners, so I can't lose the average viewers, which is a shame, I know. But I promise you, as soon as I get partner, then we're just going to be playing Solitaire all night long. Dizzy Mason 12, thank you for the follow. I have not put my wheel on the right option. There we go, that should be a lot better. And Airborne as well, thank you for the follow. You think I'll get a podium this race? Mustafa, if you want to bet on a podium, you bet on a podium, my friend. Yeah, well, it's like basically, I'm kind of at that awkward spot at the moment where I'm very, very close to Twitch partner, and I'm there like I'd rather just try and get it, because of course then I don't think once you're partner, I don't believe you can lose it, do you? Like unless you don't stream for like months on end. Yes, this is the first season, Sandals. We're literally on round 6 of this series. I mean, someone that knows more about Twitch than me, if you could let me know about that, because I think that's how it works, isn't it? Once you get partner, you don't lose it. Like I said, unless you just don't stream anymore. So I kind of just want to sort of get over that threshold, which we're very, very close to. And I'm just working this month to try and get it, and then pretty much from November onwards, the normal mayhem will resume. I might have forgot about this series for a while. Might have done. Dan, Cryptic Wolf, both thank you for the follows. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, I did, you know, I had quite a lot of other things going on, but I'm back now streaming. Oh, James, my biggest rival inside the F1 space, streaming once again. We love James Early. Yeah, I mean, I like to hope that I'm not a particularly controversial character on any other platforms, but yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just sort of want to try and get obviously to that partner, and then obviously we'll go back to memes and pure just chaos that is the Matt2 and 2 Twitch. The Postman, thank you as well for the follows. A lot of follows to start the night, greatly appreciated. Of course, set the goal now, 10k followers by the end of the year. That's what we're aiming for. It's obviously going to be a big old push, because obviously we've just crossed over 5k, but enjoying back getting into the streaming again a bit more regularly. Like I said, I want to try and put 2 or 3 nights a week aside. Yeah, the Matt2 and 2 OnlyFans isn't controversial, I don't believe. Or I hope not. Maybe Twitch won't like it, but... Oh no! Only got one more shot. My streams are chaos, but I feel like they used to be more chaotic. Because obviously we do open lobbies, I play Solitaire, we do all kinds of random stuff. Oh, I've invalidated the last lap as well. I guess the good thing is the setup feels nice. Yeah, James and I, you know, we were in cahoots over when we stream. You know, it's to try and create a bitter rivalry between us. But we love James Early. And of course, that also means, I reckon he knows, obviously, that if I finish my stream before him, then we always raid James as well.
We need to be sure we can manage the tyres through a lap, so try to keep the wear down through each corner.
F1 22 era was crazy. That was really good fun, actually, the end of F1 22, the stream inside, because the game was so frustrating to play. Will you ever do F1 Kahoot on a stream? That could... that's a really good idea. I need to write that down somewhere, because that could be something I definitely want to have a go. Can Max win a world title in the North? Oh, Matt, track limits, man. I've got to... I mean, this is the good thing, obviously, about doing the free practice, but I've got to get the track limits down. You've been to F1 Arcade in London. I was very, very lucky, actually, to work with the team down at F1 Arcade. So I've been a few times now. Really, really good fun. So I've massively enjoyed it. Been for a couple of parties and some stuff when they were still actually building it, which was quite cool. Keep it in the white lines. Roger. I would highly recommend it. You know, the rigs are really good fun as well. Have a practice program which does not invalidate consecutive laps. I would not do well in that. I mean, that's really the race sim run, isn't it? I don't play F1 Mobile. I can't say I ever have, to be honest. I don't really play mobile games. Apart from, like, Bloons Tower Defense occasionally on my phone. Like, I just don't play games on mobile. Although I say that, I am and ahhing about it. Oh! Yeah, I'm umming and ahhing about playing the new F1 Motorsport Manager. I believe it is, isn't it? Motorsport Manager 4, I think, is come out on mobile. And I'm thinking about doing that on my Plays channel. Get rid of the strict track limits. No, I need them. I need them to make my league racing better. And obviously we got a league race Thursday night, so... I've scored a point, Sandals. We scored a point back in Baku Sprint. I'm just waiting for a new Motorsport Manager PC release. That's what I want. I used to play Real Racing 3 very, very briefly, but it's like the biggest cash grab in the world, isn't it? It's horrendous. Take that chicane. No! Don't get the lap invalidated. Yeah, the F1 Manager race was mad, wasn't it, yesterday? It was kind of fantastic as a race to get back into it, to be honest. Sprint makes the point more impressive. Well, it's because we got a safety car. I was the only one that pit under it, so I basically went from, I think it was like 19th to 8th in like 5 laps in Baku, which was probably Williams' best chance of scoring points anyway early on in the season. But you never know, actually, what we might be able to do here. F1 Mobile. Better customization than the real game. What do you mean spoilers, Mustafa? It was 2 weeks ago. Or are you on about F1 Manager? Right, there we go. First lap's done and dusted then. So this program, as long as I don't invalidate, should be pretty simple. Just got to keep it clean and tidy. Schwingen, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Go to meal to cook. I like scrambled eggs. Tozza, thank you for the follow. I'm actually doing F1 Manager career with Merck. Well, this is the thing, like, because I've ummed and ahed about doing like a high-end team as well inside F1 Manager, but aren't Merck as well like the second hardest team behind Alfa Romeo in terms of reaching your objectives? Like, I could still be very, very tempted, but like, I don't want 2 series where I'm pulling my hair out. Well, 2 series playing F1 Manager anyway. I don't watch baseball, I'm afraid, Mustafa. I'm sorry to have let you down. Oh, that was lucky not to invalidate. Actually, Yano. In which case, Haas is even harder. Yeah, I mean, I could be tempted by it. Has a notification ever made you crash? I believe so a couple of times. Like, some of them really throw me off. Five opportunities to win and George bottled them all. Sounds like George Russell. to be fair. What are your Champions League predictions for tonight? Who's playing? Well, I couldn't even tell you who's playing. That's how much I cover football. I mean, if you tell me the teams, I can make a prediction, but... Not Liverpool. Real Sociedad beat RB Salzburg. Arsenal versus Lens. And Man United versus Galatasaray. I'm going to say Arsenal and Galatasaray are winning those two. That's my guess for you. I'm going to guess. Well, I'm definitely going for Galatasaray then if Mustafa wants them to lose. That's my bets for your football. Get your don't bet on that, please. Right, we've earned some R&D then from free practice. It's not been perfect, but I feel like the car's getting up to snuff. Russell's 6/10 casually quicker than anyone. What's he had on his cornflakes? But we're 3/10 clear of Albon, despite not really going for any push laps. I reckon we're ready for qualifying. Are Galatasaray really that bad, are they? Probably worth betting on as you pick the favourites. Fair enough. Oh, Albon's got quick again, man. It's not good. It's not helpful. Ah, right. Galatasaray. Oh, it's the fans of the toxic, are they? So you guys teach me so much about like football and stuff. Right. Well, this is the last time you're going to see sunny conditions here at Imola, apparently. But, you know, we move. Hopefully, we can make it out of Q1. I think we made Q2 once this year, haven't we? Still, we have really been the Logan Sargent simulator. But want to try and make it back into Q2, of course, because qualifying around here might actually make a big difference because it's going to be very difficult to make overtakes in the race. 15's coming in then by top drivers. Still playing F1 Manager 22. Didn't seem like a big enough upgrade. It is fair enough. I like F1 Manager 23. It's definitely better. But I can understand. I thought you just love the wet conditions. Oh no, Lawson's doing well, Tozza. He is. I did do a Logan Sargent tribute show in Miami, yes. Hey. Almost doing a Nikita Mazepin tribute out in the final corner to kickstart my first lap, but yeah, I want to believe we can get Q2 here today. I want to believe we've got some pace in the wagon, but who knows. Gotta focus up on my qualifying laps for a change. Oh, I forgot to do predictions. I'll do them after this first run. I'm so sorry. Oh, I got an AlphaTauri blocking me. Oh, of course it's De Vries. Move! Move! What's he doing, man? Thank you. Take the slipstream. Ocon down in P17. Stroll down in P18. Some big hitters there having troubles. Don't invalidate. Round in the final corner. Been a decent first lap. We'll take it up towards the line. This time gonna be a fifth. Sorry? How the hell have we done that? That's genuinely baffled me. Like, it felt like a decent lap, but nothing special. Right, well, you've got a better indicator then of what our pace might be like. Get the AI level higher. I might have to do that, yeah. Is Imola an easy track for the AI? I didn't think it was notoriously easy for the AI. Prediction... Oh, where will that finish? I never even paid out last night. Well, congratulations to everyone that won last night's predictions. Oh, has my camera froze again? What's going on with it? Very odd. A bit weird. Hopefully it won't keep breaking. Would be nice. Oh, no, that's not right. We've now got the car inside the car, chat. I don't know how I've done that. I think I broke my webcam. Oh no, it's not good. Give me 1 second, chat. I might have broke everything. How on earth have I managed that? My webcam's not plugged in. Oh no. This is a nightmare. I've broke it. Lars, thank you for the follow. Give predictions. I'll do predictions quickly whilst I try and fix everything. Prediction. Where will Matt qualify? Get your votes in, people. Oh, that's definitely not the right webcam. That's not the right one either. It's very, very odd. Typical Matt 2 and 2 stream. I've never broke my webcam though, I don't think. I don't believe. Faceless 2 and 2. Apparently so at the moment. How did I manage that? Give me 1 second, chat. I can't even put you on the... Right, you're just gonna watch me just run around my room now like a madman. Alright, technical issues 2 and 2. I haven't even got like a technical issues screen. The only screen I have is this one, which of course doesn't work. Shall I let you enjoy just briefly the entire F1? I think it's F1 22 My Team Season 1 stream for a couple of minutes. Let's do that. Enjoy it, chat. We will be. Let's go back to that then. This is not going well. Would it be a Map 212 stream without it? Who knows? Ugh. Actually, you guys can't even see me, guys. Can you? Because the webcam's not working. You lot didn't believe me, but I've got it working. Yeah, that's very odd. Haven't had that before. And it's... Well, maybe it's going to happen a couple of times tonight. Who knows? But we're back. Once again. You know, we love it. Would it be a Mat 2 and 2 stream without some technical issues? Probably not. I'm going to hope we're still P1, at the very least. I don't know. No, we're not in P1 anymore. Russell's gone quicker. I mean, the car's not slow, but it also shouldn't be that fast. But I guess, you know, if we've got the setup dialed in and everything like that. 6'2", 1-2. I mean, yeah, I think we're safety. I mean, Sonoda's gone P10 as well, only 8 tenths back, so... clearly, I mean, I haven't changed the AI difficulty at all. Russell flying. I mean, we were 2 tenths off fastest then. And Albon was 1.1 off fastest. So that's very, very odd. But I don't think I can't even change it mid-weekend, I don't believe. Or we might have to wait till the end of qualifying. Do you think rookies were / are given a fair chance this season? So it's kind of a weird one, isn't it? With rookies. Because, of course, you'd think on paper that they don't. And obviously simulate... I would say they're at less... I'd say they're at more of a disadvantage at the moment. Just because, obviously, you know, they only get simulator time. They don't get track time, which is frustrating. But of course, you know, you've got to be adaptable anyway in the world of Formula 1. Yeah, I can't change the difficulty mid-weekend, unfortunately. Yeah, Oscar Piastri is just a ridiculously good racing driver. That's the. Hey, it's not even that he's a ridiculously good Formula 1 driver. Oscar Piastri is just a ridiculously good racing driver. I might have set up a car that's fantastic over one lap, but awful in the race. But we'll wait and see. Like, this is the thing, though. Like, you always knew Oscar Piastri was going to be good coming into Formula 1 because he dominated European... Formula Renault. Didn't dominate F3, but did obviously still win it. And then obviously dominated F2. All in rookie seasons. Like, you don't get a driver that can do all that and then doesn't deliver in Formula 1. Unless they get involved in an accident or something happens. But Oscar Piastri, yeah, is just... You know, he is absolutely someone that I think can dominate World Championships in the future. And that's the other thing, yeah, I love about him, is the fact he doesn't play up or anything. He just does what he needs to. Hey, Rob Ford, thank you for the Twitch Prime, mate. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I should be concentrating on my Q2 lap, but we're not, apparently. But, of course, AI will get quicker and quicker. We don't know how much... Yeah, I think this is the thing, isn't it? Lando Norris... I think because obviously he, you know, I wouldn't say his attitude is bad in Formula 1, but it's certainly not the best. Which, you know, is fair enough. You know, likes to enjoy himself, that kind of thing. You know, Oscar Piastri could really threaten his kind of #1 status in McLaren very, very soon, I reckon. You know, give him a little bit more time, of course, just to get up to snuff. I think this is the thing, isn't it? Like, there's a lot of good young talent in the sport. Right out of the final corner, though. What's the time going to be to kickstart Q2? I think it's going to be a little bit slower. Yes, it is. Only P10. 16.0. I like Fred Vesti. He's a decent little driver. Not convinced he's as good as Teo Porcher, but, you know, I think the problem is where are you going to get a seat in Formula 1? It's kind of the problem, isn't it? We're definitely going to have to go for another Q2 run, though. Pretty much immediately, actually, because we haven't got much time left. Yeah, we have got minimum fuel in the car. Would you change the point system? I think the point system still does a pretty good job. You know, there'd have to be some real research into it if you wanted to change it, but I think still awarding it to the top 10 makes sense. But I understand this argument about, obviously, you know, probably the best battle this year has actually been by the teams that aren't scoring points often. You know, Williams have probably locked that out now. Even though they probably haven't had the 7th best car over the year. Andretti are looking to try and get in for 2025, aren't they? But anyway, final Q2 lap then. We're right on the drop zone cusp at the moment. Could we get our first Q3 of the season? I need to focus up. Seems that the car is very, very well settled here, which is nice. Two-tenths up immediately. Don't know how much time we're going to have to try and find, whether anyone else is going to be able to improve, but I would love to make it into Q2. No, I don't think points for quality. I don't think that's sensible, to be honest. Well, unless someone towards the bottom improves, I think we're safe. It looks like, yeah, we're safely through. We're into Q3 for the first time this season then. Very, very happy with that as we're trying to attack our way through. Oh, damn. Well, that's a good job we did that then, isn't it? First time round. What could the time have been anyway? So what benchmark are we aiming for in Q3? Are we actually in the fight for pole here, seemingly out of nowhere? That's what I want to know. Clearly all the upgrades are working nicely on the car out of the final corner. 15-1! It won't actually be a 15-1, but We're rapid here, and I have no idea why. Yeah, we would have been fastest there in Q2. We've absolutely got the pace for pole here, and I don't quite know how. But it is going to be a one-shot run in Q3, and that's quite scary. Yeah, the upgrades are working wonders. Don't ruin it in the first corner. Yeah, I'm going to try not to bottle my lap. Can't believe they're letting a French win F2. Yeah, it's Teo, though. I like Teo. Yeah, the car is just rapid for some reason. Imagine if now I'd been able to do the predictions before our first run in Q1. Like, if someone had actually bet on pole, they would have had the fattest payday in the world. Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, they're both into the 14s. Right. We've got one run, though, here in Q3. We have to make this count. Could we be on for pole? It's going to require a worldly of a lap. I'm tempted just to go full send. But we're going to have to really focus up. Because I want that pole, but it's going to be a 14.8 by Charles Leclerc if we get it. Almost invalidated it before we even started, which would not have been ideal. Not a good run through turn 1. We've always lost time through this first sector, but honestly it didn't feel amazing. There's too much sun on the way into the first corner. Oh, that was close. Had to blend. It's not fantastic at the moment. Might still be a decent time, but it's certainly not going to be the 15.1 that we did in Q2. Ugh. Don't invalidate now. Out of the final corner, up towards the line. What is the time going to be? There goes the 14. A 15.3 again. Pretty happy with that, but it's only... Oh, it's P8 in the end. All the AI get quick right towards the end. And yeah, I mean, it's still a very good result, but it's not quite what I would have wanted there.
With qualifying finished, it's time to remind ourselves once again of our top 3. Leclerc, Norris, and Sergio Perez. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Well, I'll be very, very impressed if someone has bet P8 there, but it is 8th place on the grid here for the Imola Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc fastest for Ferrari there, and neither Red Bull getting onto the front row. Verstappen starting all the way down in P5, just ahead of both Mercs there. Yeah, with Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso rounding out our top 10. But can we try and score some big points today? It's a full wet Grand Prix. There is the chance for some craziness. Right. Let's get those predictions paid out, people. If anyone has voted PA, I'm going to be staggered, but fair play to you if you have. What if Red Bull had 2 Max Verstappens? They'd crash a lot. Like, if anyone believes Max Verstappen versus Max Verstappen wouldn't crash every single time, you're mad. 2% voted for P6 to P8. Who has just won quite a few bits? Mitch again with another bit. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you very much. Who has won a load of bits there? It is gonna be Jedi Andy. 856 bits. Congratulations, mate. And we will get the race predictions locked in nice and early. Where are we gonna finish tonight, chat? Let me know. Put your points on the line, and hopefully you guys have some faith in me. In a wall seems likely. Seems very, very likely, I won't lie. But hopefully I won't put it in a wall. It's going to be so tough off the start, man. I mean, if it's one of those horrible races as well, where it's not quite intermediates like we had yesterday, then we're in trouble. But oh, can we do another upgrade on the car? Doing pretty well on the R&D. TL Hawks, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Yes, we can. Wheel rims. I mean, yeah, to be fair, we're not actually that far away in terms of performance from everyone other than Red Bull. Once we get all those upgrades on, we're looking pretty competitive, actually, as Alpine now have dipped all the way down to 9th. Oh. I forgot to change the AI. Next episode we'll change those AI. I mean, we had a pretty decent setup here. Right? I'm going to believe that I have P8 in pace. I'm sorry. I've let you down. Idiot 212. Seems a bit harsh. Harsh but fair. Going to increase the... I will increase the AI for the next episode, probably. That's what people want. People want my pain and suffering to continue.
Welcome once again to the
Delusional
Autodromo
212.
Internazionale Enzo e Dino Ferrari. The clues in the name.
A
This
Dino
is very
Ferrari.
much Ferrari home turf, and the locals will be out in force today to support their
You let the
team in what
stream
we
down, the
think
team
will be a
down, you let
magnificent
England down.
spectacle of motorsport.
England is my city.
On then to the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Unlike most Formula One tracks, Imola is driven anti-clockwise and offers
Barista Josh F1, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome, welcome.
Wet tarmac to negotiate. It's made up of a roughly equal split of
Restart
9
the poll.
right-hand turns and 10 left-hand. Watch the drivers on the way into turn 16, managing their speed there.
Could be
will
worse. Could let the
crucial,
BBC
with the
down.
rain only adding to the difficulty of that downhill braking section, which then, of course,
I'm going to guess that's a
the
quote from
tracks
Top
along
Gear
the
that I
straight,
forgot.
Though no DRS there today, of course.
That might be the most cursed sentence you've ever said, Scania. Right, has anyone got any grid penalties? Yes! Leclerc out of position! Ferrari take pole at home and bottle it before the race has even begun. Lando Norris on the pole then. We know he loves the similar circuit. Bossman J-Man, welcome on him. Carlos up to P3. Oh, there's Leclerc still ahead of me though, which is annoying. So we still line up P8. But could McLaren be on for a win today? Alonso was looking bare-old in this series.
Sonoda, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Stroll, Albon, De Vries.
Ah, yes, I do remember, Sergeant. Zhou Guanyu as well with penalties then, so the two Italian teams, kind of, with penalties.
And it's an absolute pleasure to be joined once more
It's
by
definitely
Anthony
intermediates, though.
Davidson. Let's have a chat about Williams. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do. And that's definitely
Really? Welcome on into the
contributed to
stream.
performances we've seen.
Oh, Anthony Davidson, he loves us. He loves us down at Williams, and rightly so. 63 wet laps here from Imola, and then unfortunately we also know Springbok Motorsport, thank you for the follow. Must be very, very early in the morning for you. The 69 car is looking fine. Retro Cyborg, welcome on in as well. But yeah, the thing is, what we now know as well with that weather is, even if we get red flags, that rain's going to stay all day. Who will win between Luton and Burnley tonight? I'm going to say Luton. I back Luton for that one. So it's just going to be wet all afternoon long, which is not going to be fun. How's the career going for Williams? We've scored 1 point so far, but I've had a record-breaking qualifying, lining up P8. Cool boy as well with a bit. Thank you very much. Leclerc can't launch, apparently.
So let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
I feel like most of the races I've done at Imola in this game have been wet. And, you know, when you consider the circumstances as to why the real-life Grand Prix was cancelled, seems a little bit controversial, let's say, by EA. AI difficulty is still set to 104, but we believe it might be a little bit easy for here. Nah, they'll both stay up, I reckon, Sergeant. Chelsea will get relegated. Mitch with another bit as well. Stop lying to your viewers, it's 84. If it was 84, then I would actually be like very annoyed that I'm not scoring points every week.
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain.
Oh! Oh no, at least 20 minutes. King X Tango, welcome to the stream. Chelsea relegation next season. Is that not happening this year? AI, well, it's not that the AI are easier on this game, it's the fact the game's easier to drive. I don't actually believe the AI have got much slower. I just think it's possible to be much quicker against them. Yeah, 20 minutes of light rain before 3.5 weeks of heavy rain. Crash into Ocon off the start. 500 bits if I finish top 5. Someone pin that. Danny, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome on in. Man United going to get relegated. Imagine the scenes. Imagine the scenes. Here we are, though. Almost lining up then on the grid, ready for the Emilia-Romagna del Qatar Airways Made in Italy Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It's going to be a slippery one, but we've got to try and drag this Williams, hopefully, to some more points here today. Lining up nice and tidy on the grid. Need that purple score pretty much perfect. Kind of aiming at the wall. But yeah, need to focus up on the start there. Lando Norris on the pole. Will he hang on? John 2, thank you for the follow. Let's do this thing. 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. Hamilton struggling. Russell struggling as well a little bit. So try and get a good second phase there down in towards turn 1. We're going to go 3 wide with the Mercs. Verstappen caught a bit napping as well there. And a Williams and a Mercedes side by side into turn 1. Where have I seen that before? Somehow we found some space around the outside of turn 1. Big lock up on the way in. But Lando Norris clear out in front of the field through the first couple of corners there. Verstappen somehow has recovered his bad start to actually make places up and move into P3 at the start of this race. But we're ahead of the Mercs. And we're now in a Merc-Ferrari sandwich here on lap 1 as Russell and Hamilton still going side by side. I guess the good thing is, of course, for us is DRS isn't going to be enabled today. So hopefully that means, of course, we're not going to do as much defending down the straight. But yeah, really this is just going to be a race of obviously trying to settle down, stay in a good rhythm, all that good stuff, of course, because, you know, it's still very, very early days in the season. We need to make sure we keep as well in the track limits. But yeah, of course, need to try and get back in the right mindset with the Williams Road to Glory. You know, put Miami behind us. Sure, there's an inspirational quote in there somewhere about, you know, your darkest days just before the brightest dawns or something like that. Get that on a live, laugh, love painting somewhere. But yeah, making our way through the final couple of corners, though. Perez seems to be on a little bit of a push as well. That's a gravel trap. That's not ideal. AS Farming TV, thank you for the follow. But Lando Norris then leads the way at the end of lap 1. We've done pretty well, though. I'm quite happy with that. As we can already see, Ferrari's having a bit of a duke out in towards the first corner. Are we going to see Leclerc get the jump on sights? Pretty easily, actually. Charles Leclerc up into P4 then, and we might be able to try and apply some pressure to the Spaniard. Lucky not to get a warning. Lando is absolutely cooking. He's always been good at Imola. He likes this track. Yeah, Charles Leclerc already clawing out the team orders down at Ferrari. I mean, we've got both Red Bulls, both Ferraris, and both Mercs fighting on track. And then Lando Norris and I both just kind of in the way of all of them. Understeer, understeer. Don't even think about it, George. CR7 Sue! Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, that was lucky again not to be a warning. Imola isn't actually the worst track for track limits on this game. The stronger the wind, the stronger the trees. Dearie me. That's a fantastic quote. I saw a brilliant inspirational quote today. You'll fart anywhere, but you'll only poo in certain places. Clearly, you know, you can grind away, but it's only, you know, you got to be very, very careful where you make your big moves. We've already spoke about Arsenal. I believe they're going to win today. I have no rational reasoning behind it, but I just believe. Come from YouTube, really enjoy it. Hey, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it. Has no one ever heard that one before? Yeah. You'll fart anywhere, but you'll only poo in safe places. Means you've got to focus on where you're making your big moves. Bounty Live, welcome on in. Hope we're having a good one. That's not a good inspirational quote. I don't know what is. We're 1/21st of the way through the race, chat. Not that already I'm thinking about the end. Actually, did the race say it was going to be like 63 minutes long, or is it probably is 93?
20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
Yeah, the light rain is going to stay all day, but Mark just won't admit it yet. Hawaii Dancer Exerted, thank you both for the follows. Welcome, welcome. I don't support Arsenal, but it was just someone asked me a few minutes ago and I just picked names.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use.
Mustafa, that's disgusting, but fair enough. I'm doing well, thanks, Bounty. Yeah, welcome on in, everybody. Never find you. Yay! Say, I'm streaming a bit more on Twitch now. I appreciate it, mate. Say, I'm still every single stream. I feel like we get a few people to say, you know, I watched you on YouTube and never knew you streamed. Sam as well. Oh no, no! I've done a Hamilton. I was too busy reading chat. There's the first bottle of the night. Oh no! Damn, damn, damn. Right, focus. I've done a Lewis. Get your bottle emojis in. Oopsie poopsie. We're down to P9. It's not ideal. And we've got the second McLaren looking up my trumpet. I mean, we're still in the points. It's the big thing. There will be a safety car. There probably will be, but you just never know. There you go, yeah, get all your bottle emojis in, chat. Should have been a turn 1 crash. I mean, actually, yeah, there will be a turn 1 crash at some point today, I'm sure. Right, I guess now then is a good test of what the straight line speed is like. Oh, that's a warning? I was on the white line. Oh, that's going to be one. No, we got away with that one. Nope, that's 2 warnings in 2 corners. So now we've got no more warnings for the afternoon. Can we try and get a run on Fernando? Trying to look around the outside, down in towards someone. And, oh, a little bit of contact there, but we've had Fernando Alonso for breakfast. Not such a wily old fax now, is he? Yeah, the dreaded track limits are never ideal, but they're a necessary evil, unfortunately. The AI still can't go side by side in turn 1 on this game very reliably, to be fair. 30 seconds worth of penalties, maybe. Hopefully it's not quite that bad. I think we'll get disqualified if we get there, but I'll be staggered if I make it through without a penalty. But if we can keep it at 1, then I'd probably be quite happy. He says as he almost picks up a penalty. A track limit's a new... Ugh! My force feedback died for a second. I mean, it gave me fantastic rotation through the corner, but not fun. Planning a pit stop or not? We'll see how the tyres go, because it was something I was thinking about. Ah, come on. What are the tyres up to? Yeah, tyres are... Yeah, we're going to need to pit today. Definitely. I got 2 penalties in Canada that were both 10 seconds, each for a single track limits warning. And I still don't quite get how it worked. Like, that really confused and annoyed me. Yeah, that was co-op.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds.
Hey, Dan Banan, thank you for the Twitch Prime, mate. I appreciate it. So it seems like we got the pace to match the Mercs, but not really anything over them. I know the feeling, King Tango. I won't lie. Kangaroo. We're doing all right. We're running P8 in a Williams, which is quite an achievement. So we're kind of just vibing at the moment. It's a full wet race here from Imola, 100%. So it's going to be quite a challenge, but hopefully we can make it through clean and tidy. That's the goal. Plan a big undercut. I could try and undercut by a couple of laps, but I can't really do a big undercut. Fastest, okay. Yeah, the massive undercuts don't really work in these kind of conditions like they do in the dry. Plus, of course, you know, the tyre wear then on the other side is going to be awful. I haven't seen anyone actually do a 100% race. I mean, we've done a few on this game. Kangaroo as well, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Basically bring back the trolley train. I have had races like that, mate. Luckily, I'm a terrible qualifier nowadays, so it doesn't happen too often. Fair play, Mustafa. Right, I think we've got to start trying to find a move on Lewis again. See what we can do out of the final corner. See what the straight line speed is like. Luckily, the AI don't tend to get a particularly good run out of the final corner, so we'll try and get something done back down in towards someone. Lewis! Oh.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
I'm sorry? Lewis Hamilton, I'm pretty certain, just tried to kill me on the run in towards someone. What was that? That is ridiculous. I mean, that was almost like Bottas and Russell a couple of years ago. I mean, we're definitely sending it now, but that is a ridiculous penalty. We were alongside him and he just kept on moving me. It's little things like that that this game needs fixing. Mitch as well with another bit. I appreciate it. I'm getting that clipped. You'll see that on TikTok or YouTube very soon. Yeah, that's a TikTok right there.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment. Okay, gap ahead is 1.9 seconds.
Of course we're happy we're on the right tyres at the moment, Mark. Never going to move off them, are we? And we got a 3-second penalty for that. For some reason. Because Lewis barged me off the road. Mechanical failures are enabled. They've been enabled on every series I've done on F123. But for some reason I still just haven't had one, and I don't know how. Yeah, Mark's probably going to recommend I bolt on a set of Formula 3 tyres or something at some point. What do you want to know the specs of, Bounty? We might have a keybind set for it, or I can give you the information. Don't let Hamilton get back at me. So PCs, I've got 2 PCs. One of them is a Ryzen 9 5950X with an RTX 3090 and 64 gig of RAM. The other one has an RTX 4070 Ti. With a Ryzen 7 7800 and 32 gig of RAM. Yeah, I got a penalty because Hamilton barged me off the road. It was very odd. Snow tyres could be a good shout. Now that would be interesting. Sure, Imola would love that. Their track just destroyed. Someone else is doing. Yeah. How are you so good at the second chicane after Aqua Minerale? I don't really know. I just kind of go down 2 gears on the way and down 2 gears on the second part, and it doesn't seem to work. Favourite flavour ice cream? I genuinely really like vanilla, but I'm going to say like butterscotch or something like that. I mean, any flavour now can be ice cream, can it? Gogger, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. You're disgusting and I hate you. I was expecting that, Mustafa. What should I have said? Tom as well, thank you for the follow. I know, vanilla's nice. It's not my favourite, but sometimes you never just fancy like a vanilla ice cream. Pistachio is a fair shaped toast.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Chocolate I quite like, but it's just not one of my favourites. I don't know what it is about chocolate ice cream. Strawberry cheesecake, that's a good shout. Raspberry Ripple is a good one. You like cheese ice cream, dearie me. Mascarpone cheese might work. But are we on about like the James May meme? Cheese. It's the least amount of people I've streamed to. Probably none, I would have thought. The thing is, cool boy, I don't actually know how many people I'm streaming to right now. I don't have any metrics up on my end showing me how many people I'm streaming to. Because that's, in my eyes, it's kind of not really the point. Like, I find far more for me, I'd rather... Oh, poo. That's annoying. I'd rather stream to, like, 15 people that are active than 200 people that aren't talking. Because one of the things I really just enjoy about streaming is kind of having the chit-chats as well. 73 of you, though. That is... Thank you very much. Check my DM. Where have you DM'd me, Harry? I will try and check it after the stream. Yeah, I'm sort of that, like, I'd rather just... What's he chat with people? DC. DC? What's DC? Is that Discord? Or have you communicated with me through, like, the Marvel superheroes? Yeah, bring CMs up. I will check after the stream, my friend. I'm a lurker, not a chatter. It's fair enough, Danny. And I get that as well, of course. You know, some people just obviously want to sit back and watch the stream, which is totally fine as well. But of course, you know, I find, you know, I think like most streamers, isn't it? It's why a lot of people struggle starting out streaming. Of course, it's because obviously they've got no one to talk to, so they just have to talk to themselves. I think that's why obviously I enjoy, obviously, but obviously I get as well, you know, some people just want to sit back and watch. Best F1 intro, why is it F107/08? Well, the old ITV ones, they were so bizarre. I mean, actual Best F1 intros was the BBC ones with the chain in the background. Putty Boy, thank you for the follow. Float down a river and your car batter runs out. How many plays do you need to take a ride at Austria Turn 1 without crashing? I'm going to say 4. Yeah, I appreciate it, Andy. So I like doing, you know, it's obviously fun, obviously doing the commentating and all that. Obviously, but I enjoy just sort of having the more, you know, friendly kind of just chats with, you know, the people that watch my, enjoy my work. I also enjoy not locking up into turn 1, but, you know, it is what it is. The ITV one definitely was, you know, I want to know who was on drugs when they commissioned that. But, like, in terms of actual get you hyped for an F1 race, it's got to be the chain. E.T. Zoham, welcome on in. Got myself WR today. Hey, good luck, mate. No worries exerted. Thanks for stopping by, I appreciate it. Hit me on Insta. I will check it out after the stream. Fair enough, Sergeant. I mean, David Coulthard looking like James Bond, I'm sure, did it for a lot of people back in the day. Not so convinced it would now, but, you know, everyone's got to have a preference. I'll check after. Yep, that's fine. Right, so I'm starting to build up a little bit of a gap from Lewis then, but need to really focus up on closing in on Sainz and Russell in front. Very much feels like everyone, you know, the pace is kind of stagnated early on in this race. Just got to try and keep eliminating the errors. I want your meat. Wolves, mate, how you doing? Wolves is a proper throwback, chat. We used to race together for so many years back on Forza. We love Wolves. Are you going to play Forza 8, mate? David Coulthard, if he was James Bond, would just chin people constantly. That would just be his one signature move. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. So, I don't know whether to get it. I'm still so torn on Forza 8. Oh, that was lucky not to be a warning. I need to watch more of the old James Bonds, to be fair. Seems like there's a big gap forming, though, behind P10, which is good. The thing is, the only kind of Forza videos... how much? No, I'll actually play. Yeah, well, this is the thing. I'll probably end up buying Forza 8, but the only stuff I do on it is competitive gameplay. So that would go on my sim racing channel, which I know people will go, but Forza isn't a sim. But it's more just like competitive league racing. DJ, welcome on in, mate. Last 2-1-2 is faster than me, of course. Hey, good luck, Zohan, mate.
So
have a good one.
Ahead,
Simon, welcome, welcome. Yeah, no, I'd only do, like, competitive league racing on Forza. Yeah, the Fanatec one was hilarious. I love the fact you were classified as a Forza Pro, mate. Ah! Another warning. I mean, we've absolutely got the pace over the AI when I focus at the moment, but still just picking up the warnings far too regularly. I am Latifi 212. I mean, to be fair, we've got a huge gap. Like, I'd still score points.
It's going to take a while to clear the standing water offline. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
Okay. So apparently track is getting drier then. That's quite interesting. So we thought there was going to be no chance of the track drying out today, but we might just see it happen a little bit later on. Which I was not expecting. Oh, as well, won't you, Wolves? Yeah. I still don't really know how to take that corner, but I think, yeah, we've got to probably start trying to make these moves before, if it dries up. Pro since EVR. Was Kieran paying you, was he? So he never paid me a dime. He never told you. Yeah, we can definitely... I feel like we got the pace over the Ferraris and Russell in front, but Lando's still leading the way. Will George Russell and I crash? Is it going to be the passing of the guard? Don't get a penalty. Don't get a penalty. That was the worst line I've ever taken through that. That's going to be about another 5 laps then to try and close back up. We try starting a race in second. I don't really know how much clutch you'd need, to be honest. What does 2 and 2 stand for? It's my birthday, the 21st of the 2nd. Lockups 212. Sounds quite dodgy, actually. Sound like I'm a prisoner. Yeah, get your bottle emojis in, chat. I mean, to be fair, it didn't actually cost me that much, but still annoying. Hey, fair play, man. Very, very close. Right, we're almost already at 1/3 distance though this afternoon. Despite a few track limits warnings and a couple of little oopsies, we're doing alright. Oh no! Soon as I say that. Soon as I say that. Who's going to be the first to retire? Me. Yeah, there's no, I mean, I've been seeing a few scraps going on the mini-map, which of course chat is covering over. But there are, I mean, there's probably a good chance we will get a safety car. Someone will just dump the throttle out of a corner or something. So I kind of just want to try and stay out for as long as possible. And we can't say the word limits. Anything around the word limits is not good. Chat, we don't talk about that. The limit is limit. How's the M140? Oh, mate, it's so much fun. So much fun. It's starting to become a little bit more... I wouldn't call it sketchy, but interesting, shall we say. In you know, the colder conditions. But, yeah, really enjoyable. Ugliest F1 car? I mean, there's been some real stinkers. Probably the 2014 Lotus. How do we get that? I've not found a hedge yet. Yeah, the Caterham 2014 car wasn't good either. At least it was somewhat symmetrical. The Lotus wasn't even symmetrical. Yeah, the insurance on it was ridiculous. What car have you got now, Wolves? I was going to say, I thought you picked up something new, hadn't you? I was quite lucky. The insurance for me wasn't ridiculous. It was only 500 for a year, which I was staggered with. I have not driven into anyone's house yet. Right, can we get a run on Russell then? Backing towards turn 1. It took me a couple more laps than originally I wanted to. Another Mercedes defending the inside though. Can we get round the outside? Late on the brakes. Give him the room. No contact. And there you go. That's a Mercedes and a Williams actually making it through turn 1 side by side. Back into 6th place we go. Still got to worry about the penalties later on. But we are cooking.
The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
Yeah, definitely not worth changing over. Mitch with another bit. Thank you very much. Yeah, the 2014 Caterham was not good. It's on Insta. I will have to have a look. Hello there. Unfortunately, I'm not great at checking my Instagram requested DMs. Oh, that's annoying.
So
probably a fair warning.
Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, rain or race. Rain all day long, apparently. John 2, welcome on in. Hey, fair play, mate. How are you finding that? 2019, fair play. I wanted to try and keep it below 6 seconds of pens, but that's already gone out the window. I think it's, yeah, how much power are they on? Like 280, 290? Or are they cracked 300? Or have you got it modded or anything? 280, yeah. Yeah. So it's what I love about the BMW as well. It's just the torque on it. It's got such ridiculous pull. Are you thinking about modifying it, are you? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm... Because I can get mine stage 1 tube very, very easily. And that takes it up to about 450 horsepower. And like, then I will definitely find a tree. Do I need 450 horsepower in a hatchback? I'm not convinced I do. And especially with the 140s, you see so many that are so heavily modified. And I'm kind of there like... It's got enough power as standard. Like, it'd probably end up being worth more in the future because it's unmodified than all these modified ones that end up in a hedge. Yeah, the track limits pens you should be able to serve in the pits. 2.5 5-pot sounds better. Yeah, the rear-wheel drive makes them scary. Rear-wheel drive, not much weight over the rear end. So yeah, 3 litre straight 6 though, doesn't sound bad. Top 5 is definitely possible. Price tag 224. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good evening. I mean, yeah, you guys on chat can't see it, but so Piastri's just going into Tosa now. Magnussen is heading into the second chicane now. There's such a gap from P10 backwards. This race really has split into 2 halves. What's your average MPG? Oh, my MPG's awful, mate. I'm getting like 32, usually. Lando is still at the front of the field.
It's time to utilize some of this energy. Come on.
FTV Redders, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Use the overtake button. We've got to start using the overtake. Ooh, Norris into the pits. Okay, some AI 2 stopping. That's interesting. Very, very interesting then from the AI. So we might have a big opportunity then. Be intrigued to see whether Perez and Sainz dive in as well. Surely they haven't gone dries. Otherwise, the game would already be telling me. Surely, yeah, it's not dry conditions. But could we be about to take the lead for the first time ever in the Williams Road to Glory? And why has everyone? They aren't. I mean, yeah, surely. Surely they're going to be on set of Inter still. Soham, thank you for the follow. I've got a BMW M140i price tag. Yes, I'm a drug dealer on the side. And no, I don't use my indicators.
Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now.
My tyres still feel fine, Mark. Clearly, the game's starting to worry about it a lot more than I am, but are we going to see Perez in? Could we potentially be on for a, quite an upset if we can make this one stop work? Wait and see as we round our way through the final couple of turns. Yep, Perez is in. I mean, if they've gone dries, then I'm scared. Breaking Bad 212. 2-5 series, fair play. Any need for the second one? Or just like, why not? Right, so AI then. Alonso's staying out, which is nice. Got a rear gunner. But Lando is on Inter still. So this is very interesting then. It's the AI 2 stopping. So effectively now we've got a pit stop. But we are leading a race for the first time ever in the Williams Road to Glory. But what can we do? Feel that, yeah. Luckily, I don't have to drive mine too much, so I'm only still filling it up probably once every week and a half or so. Like, most of my driving is pretty much just to the girlfriend's house, that's it. Oh, that's not a warning. Straight piped 1.9 per sat. I'm sure that thing sounds interesting. I'm sure you can hear it from quite far away. Ah, what? Walter 212. I feel like we picked up loads of penalties in last year's game series that I did here at Imola on stream. That's annoying. Very, very annoying. But we've got a bit of time in the back pocket. Effectively now, of course, we're in a straight battle with Lando to the end, but we've got a, well, 6-second lead when you minus out the penalties. Oh. There we go, Norris. Everyone going quicker and quicker. Verstappen's got the jump on Perez as well, so Lando's going to be under some pressure. Yeah, gotta start being a bit. I mean, I notice now how much more I'm putting mine in Eco Pro. Honda S2000, best car ever. Certainly a good car. Exactly, Toast. Exactly. Oh, why do I keep running wide at the bottom of the hill? I mean, look at how much that gap's coming down already, man. Lando's taking like 2 seconds out of me already. Perhaps it wasn't such a bad move by the AI, but we know we're going to have that tyre advantage soon. But of course then, towards the end of the race, they're going to do it as well. But really, our fight isn't with Lando today. I think sensibly. You know, our fight is... I mean, yeah, they're 3 seconds a lap faster. Yeah, look at that, 25.9. It's like, oh! We're fine. Haven't died. Almost died. Didn't die. Yeah, it's definitely not worth switching to a 2-stop because we've already lost the advantage from it. Alright, we may as well just go on the 1-stop. Dream car. I have too many dream cars to choose from, man. Oh! Yeah, that's not helping my case at the moment. Keep doing that every lap. Yeah, tyres are definitely starting to hit the cliff, but I'll be honest, I mean, the rain's getting so little. We could still see a switch to dries.
Situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
It's getting there. It's definitely getting towards dries. Is it worth trying to gamble and stay out here and see if we can make the switch?
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
Still reckon Inters are the best way to go. I mean, I guess we've got to see how much Lando can defend from the cars behind as everyone's still setting fastest laps. Yeah, if Fernando Alonso even can just keep cars at bay for a while, that would be fantastic. But we'll wait and see. Because, I mean, the AI do struggle to overtake around here. I wonder what happened to Oscar Piastri. He's lost out drastically through the pit window. Go on, Fernando. Help a brother out. Keep those cars at bay. Yeah, Verstappen's cooking. So's Perez, though. Oh, that's stupid.
I don't think the line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the Inters for a little while longer.
Yeah, I mean, oh, there we go. Lando, sorry, has made it through on Nando. And now the floodgates, I'm sure, are going to be open, but could we see a switch to dries still? That's what we've really got to wonder. Could it get to dry conditions here? I mean, there's still spray being kicked off the tyres, but not much. Alonso still trying to defend, actually. Fair play to him, he's going for it, and I think they're 3 wide down at turn 1. That could be a disaster. And it almost is, but they've all made it through, which is gutting, because I could have really done with a safety car. Safety car then, whoa, would have been fantastic. Senna, I'd argue, is still the quickest F1 driver of all time. No one could extract more out of a car than Ayrton. I mean, Lando's using this opportunity to break free from the Red Bulls again.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
The light rain's meant to be sticking around though, so I don't think we're going to see a switch to dries. When you factor in just how ridiculous the cars Senna was having to drive were, like, I think he's just that bit above Lewis and Michael. What's your favourite wheel? I mean, I like the Fanatec one I've got here. I've driven it. I've used a couple of Moser ones as well, like the FSR and the GSR are really good. What do you mean, yeah, on the car, the front left? There we go, Alonso's dropping back. You think Alonso would be a good convo? It would be an interesting convo. Certainly sit down and have a chit-chat with Fernando. I think genuinely I've had one wagon wheel in my life. Yeah. Wagon wheels just weren't commonplace in my house. What can I say? Oh, sorry, in a goat combo. I completely misread what you said. No, honestly, I don't think he can. He hasn't delivered on too many occasions, I think. Or the teams around him haven't. And rather than sticking around and continuing to build a team, he's jumped ship. What a lovely story, Wolves. Always bring a sense of charm, don't you? We're going to do like a wagon wheel taste test on stream Thursday, have we? I still want to be in the lead by the time I pit. Verstappen now is actually slowing down. It's having a max. Someone said he had the boost button on and now he's just dropping back, which is odd. Bradson, welcome on in. Hope you're having a good one, mate. The life and the soul of the stream is here. Yeah, he might hit Alonso or something. I mean, the gap's not going up drastically, though, but he's not losing it just in corners. So I reckon he might have some sort of mechanical issue. Wagon Wheel, come sponsor me. Hit him up on Twitter. Tell him they're going to sponsor the stream. Still staggered, we haven't had a safety car yet. Favourite track? Honestly, on F123, I think Qatar is my favourite. Must see one wagon wheel for every second of penalty. 9 wagon wheels at the end of this as of now. Dearie me. Perhaps I'd just pick up track limits penalties for the sake of it. if they taste good. Do wagon wheels taste nice, chat? I can't feel everyone be raving about them. They weren't. Yeah, I mean, I get why some people don't like Qatar, but it suits my driving style as well. Plus, you know, first league race win in like 4 years, so. Chocolate and marshmallow. Oh yeah, no, that sounds good.
In this lap, push now.
How would you describe your driving style? I like quite an understeery car, to be fair. So it's a very, very odd driving style for Formula 1. But yeah, I'd prefer to kind of get a car slowed down and then rotate it through and then get on the power. As you'll probably see by the way I square off a lot of corners here. Right, we are going to be diving in though at the end of this lap, chat. Yeah, Verstappen now, I think, whatever he had was just a temporary glitch. So he's pulled away from Leclerc again. But yeah, we are going to re-emerge, I would assume, in P10. Although Alonso, yeah, this really hasn't worked out well for him, because he's already back to where he would have been. A salty gammon, thank you for the follow. Track limits to Qatar, yeah, can be difficult. It's how I won my race there. Well, it's not how I won it still on track, but helped by the fact I had loads of... Everyone else had penalties. Right, into the pits though at the end of this lap. Make sure I don't get a pit lane speeding penalty like we did in Miami. So we're going to be careful because we're having a pretty good run so far. And obviously don't want to do anything stupid. Have got those penalties to deal with towards the end, but first half of that race has been pretty decent. We might still come out near Alonso looking at it on paper, but I reckon he might have some small bit of damage as well. Optimal on the turn-in. Come on, nice clean tidy stop, boys. Come on.
Right,
No. Oh no, there we go. That was alright.
Fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
The Russell is going to fly past us. Alonso is in then. So yeah, he's the only other car on a one-stop by the looks of it. And we are going to re-emerge behind Oscar Piastri. And of course now we're going to have a few laps where hopefully we're going to be quicker than the AI as well, which should be nice. The tables have turned. And of course effectively now they've all got one more pit stop to make over me. Alonso though, this has really screwed him. The one stop has not worked for Fernando.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
I mean the real question of course is still, you know, are we going to get a safety car or anything like that? That could really spice things up towards the end. But yeah, at the moment we're doing alright. We'll try and see if we can get back past Oscar. Of course, we should now have a bit of an advantage throughout this next stint. But obviously it's only going to last about 10 laps or so over the AI. But it should also mean later on, their advantage over me is less as well. Hollandicus Missa. I probably butchered your name, but welcome on in. See how much pace you've got on the fresh tyres is wonderful for a couple of laps on the restart. There we go, purple second and third sector, so hopefully we'll try and find the way around Oscar quite soon. It's been quite weird just casually running in the points all day. So I don't know what it was about Imola, but we'll certainly take it. Definitely had some good pace today. I'm very confused, I just read up. What are we discussing, Toaster Mustafa? Well, that should be a warning. Oscar Piastri, they're off the road. Can we try and get a run up the hill though on him? In his McLaren. Got some decent grip. Oh! Oh, that was scary. Got on the battery way too early. Ooh! We were lucky to keep that out the wall. And that'll just serve as a reminder of what not to do this afternoon. I mean, we should still score points unless we get a safety car.
We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being, but we're probably not a million miles away from slick conditions.
Oh, if it gets dry with like 5 laps to go, I'm going to be so worried. Yeah, that could have very easily been us out. But welcome on in though, Tom. Yeah, got to be so careful still. Are we ranking the Nordic countries, are we? Jellycan? Thank you for the follow. We did have decent grip, it just wasn't quite enough grip. Big difference. Big difference. Hey, thank you for the follow as well, Jellycan. I appreciate it. Less than 30 laps to go. Lando Norris still leading the way here. Can he and McLaren do it? Can they bring the upset? It was Charles Leclerc, of course, that actually had the pace on Saturday, but penalties for him and Ferrari have cost him a big potential shot this afternoon. I'm just trying to go fastest lap. RJ, thank you for the Twitch Prime, mate. I appreciate it. Right, come on. Let's see if we can get a run and get fastest lap as well in the process. 2 for the price of 1 at the final corner. I'm amazed, yeah, we still haven't had any retirements this afternoon. 24.6 though, that's a good lap time. Big improvement over earlier on. But still not quite close enough to Oscar to go for anything into 1. We need to start trying to find something, you know, if we want to be fighting with some of those cars at the row by the end of this thing. You know, something crazy might happen. Might really change the face of this race, but at the moment... Oh, how is that a warning? We're not over the white line. So frustrating. I really don't want 12 seconds worth of penalties, as we've got an engine warning light on. That's not good. Again, though, might have to be we try and get a run out of Aqua Minerale. Unless we can actually get a run on Oscar. Whoa, down the hill, around the outside. Ugh!
Okay, so this light rain is going to be with us
okay.
for a while now.
We'll take it. We will absolutely take it. Hey, I appreciate it as well, RJ. Yeah, we're only just over halfway. There's still a lot that could potentially happen here. Lando, though, is under more and more pressure from Checo. Oh, come on. Yeah, that was kind of one of those weird ones where you're like, well, I've got to try and send it if I can. As you can see, I mean, we've gained so much on him already. 2 seconds clear. Happy I haven't done any league racing at Imola on this game. Penalties would have been a disaster. Only on lap 35. Yeah, it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn, Scania. And I mean, this track isn't the highest speed in the world anyway. It's a long old race. Still got 27 laps, so about another 40 minutes. Yeah, we're on fresher tyres, so we've definitely got the pace over the AI still, but it's only about another 6 or 7 laps before they box, so we've got to try and utilise it. And again, purple through the middle sector. I mean, this is obviously exactly what the AI had over me for a few laps, the pace deficit you get. So crazy. One of the Alpha Towers having a nightmare. They're already a lap down, so not ideal for them. Yeah, we're going to have to switch the mindset again, aren't we? Back to defensive driving rather than offensive driving. It is most likely Nick Debris. Ah! Oh, lucky. See, it feels sometimes like there I was adamant I was getting a warning. That time I didn't. Which I don't quite get, but, you know. We'll take it. It's just very inconsistent, I think, is still the thing. I mean, there's so many ways you can get around it. Oh! Albon with issues. Oh, damn it. Is the issue that I'm beating him for a change? In the grand scheme of things, De Vries didn't actually have a particularly horrendous first season. It's just by modern standards, it was a horrendous first season. Like, he finished most of the Grand Prix he did. And he wasn't a million miles away from his teammate.
Pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance.
I wouldn't say Sargent's been... I'd say Sargent's been worse recently, yeah. I think the problem was, of course, is De Vries is 28. You know, it's not like he's 20, 21 years old trying to make his name. You know, Red Bull felt they were getting a known quantity, and clearly you kind of think, well, if he's done all this testing for Williams and Aston Martin and Merc, you know, surely you got to wonder why none of them pulled the trigger. Oh, come on, George! It's a straight, man. You got to get on with it. I'm going to send it. Oh, I'm not. Around the outside? Hello. Hello. We'll take it. Thank you.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Yeah, people forget Nick De Vries is 28 just because he had quite a young face, but, you know. Now, the guy that really should have been sacked in that whole saga was the one that hired De Vries in the first place. Sometimes you got to be ambitious in the world of Formula 1.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.1 seconds.
If gap car, exactly. Thought that was an Aston Martin then, just behind the Red Bull, but realised it was the AlphaTauri that's still a lap down. That was close. See, that's almost the line I need through that, but it's just very scary to do it. Yeah, we have definitely got a big pace advantage over the AI at the moment. They seem to really fall off by about 20 laps in the stint, which is interesting. Right, come on then. Can we get a run on Carluccio at the final corner? So, oh, big slide there from Carlos. He's feeling the pressure, and that's going to be hopefully quite an easy one, actually. In the end, lap 40 of 63. We are almost at 2/3 distance. Are we going to see Carlos get a run back in towards one? Yes, we are. Try and pin him defensive. Cadence break in, but we're through. Always scary when you go side by side with the AI at turn 1 here, because you just never know what they're going to do. Do I get that printed on a t-shirt? I know we were talking about Nat 2 and 2 merch last week. Do I just get if gap car and just George Russell in a wall? Yes. AI will be pitting soon. Yeah, I want to try and be close to Lewis before they pit, but I don't know.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 4.7 seconds.
We'll wait and see what we can do. Yeah, no, he literally hit the GAP inside the Singapore name. Yeah, it's always the way in these kind of races. I get better in the second half, hopefully. Matt, as well, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I mean, we're going so much quicker than the AI right now. The deficit on tyres here is bizarre. Welcome, welcome in, mate. Hope we're having a good one. Oh, yellows. Oh, Hamilton! Hamilton's binned it! Hamilton in the wall. So clearly cannot race. Imola in the wet, and will take the place. We're back up into P5 then. It's going to be a nice little freebie for us. Shame no safety car. Well, actually, to be honest, I don't think I want a safety car at this stage of the day. We're not in a bad spot at the moment. But Hamilton, not out of the race, but certainly with a lot more work to do.
The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
Yep, Hamilton really did do his best bottle job 2-1-2 impression. Cabbage as well, thank you for the follow. Or shall I say cabbage? You like a bougie cabbage or something. Oh, Perez is past Lando as well. Mustafa won't be happy. Come on, 2/3 distance.
By a few seconds per lap. Keep it up.
Who's your take for the second Williams seat? Sargent will keep it. It's the boring response, but he will. Mainly because Williams want to showcase to other teams that they're their own team again on the way up. You know, they don't want to be like a Red Bull Junior team or a Mercedes Junior team or anything like that. Mitch with another bit. I appreciate it. You're like a bougie cabbage or something. You never know. Gotta ask these questions. Yeah, it will be Sargent that keeps it. Did I say Mick a minute ago? I meant it'll be Logan. I'm on a single screen. It's quite a big single screen, but it is a single screen. Yeah, it's Sargent's seat for the taking. I think he's just got to not crash in these final few races. They wanted to prove to the other teams that they were hiring from their own again. Oh, here we go. Leclerc in. Verstappen in. Lando in. Is this an opportunity for Perez to get undercut? Wait and see, but we're back up then into P2. We should retake the lead of the Grand Prix very, very soon. But what is going to happen late on? How good is the pace going to be of those AI? Oh, good luck, Bradson. What's the speech about? Yeah, we all have to get rejected sometimes in live chat. It's a part of learning. Whoa, Jack. Don't appreciate that kind of language, mate. And this is my job. Oh, there we go. Nick de Vries moving out the way. Albon in the pits then. Were we about to lap Alex this afternoon? I got Bradson straight in with a banhammer. He appears he gets the job done. Are we about to lap Alex Albon this afternoon? As Checo, I think. Yep, there we go. Sergio Perez in the pits. So Lando is more than 20 seconds behind us, which is mad at the moment. He's still got Piastri in the way. Obviously, we've got 9 seconds worth of penalties, and we've still got 20 laps to go. So half a second a lap between now and the end is what we're aiming to lose. I mean, winning this race would be ridiculous. family-friendly channel. Now we cannot put footage of him driving. 5 years of performing arts. Fair enough. Right, there we go. Yep, Norris has been released, though. Perez still in P2, but yeah, Lando's got the jump on him again. Verstappen is still right there, so we could be in for a 4-car scrap for the win. But yeah, we definitely won't have the pace, even if we're still ahead on track. The penalties are going to hamper us today, but Albon with his mechanical issues, we're about to lap our teammate here, which is not ideal. Fuzal, thank you for the follow. Faisal? I don't quite know, but I'm sorry I butchered your name. It's a regular occurrence here on the Map212 YouTube channel. Which my college at esports, motorsport. Motorsports is not a bad option, especially in the UK. It's staggering that we're lapping cars in a Williams. Ugh. Hey, no worries, Bradson, mate. Franco, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Thank you, Alex. I'm so sorry your race has gone badly. It is like Monaco, Norris versus Ricciardo. We're up and through. I tell you what, Lando Norris, I mean, he's taking a lot of time out of me at the moment, but we know how much the AI's pace falls off towards the end of a stint. I'm not going to say it's possible, but... Matt is faster than you. Let me repeat, you've understood that message. No one ever should hear that. But I'm faster than them. That gap is not coming down that much. When we focus, 18 laps to go, 18 seconds. I don't want to believe chat, but maybe. Last 2 and 2 would be quicker, of course. I think a podium is going to be difficult, of course, but I mean, if Perez and Norris fighting, that's handy. They keep doing that, potentially give us a bit of time, that could be useful. I mean, what we could really do with now is the track drying up, bolt on a set of soft compound tyres to the end. Because then, effectively, obviously, we'd all be on level playing field again. But I still feel like we'd struggle. Oh, no! There we go, it's over. The dream's dead. Definitely can't keep him 12 seconds back. Track limits, man, here are so brutal. I feel like Esteban Ocon. It will be a question of just how badly do the AI's tyres fall off towards the end. Yeah, get your bottles in, chat. Because we're losing, what, less than a second a lap at the moment. Ruben, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Charles Leclerc, 24.5. He's taken my fastest lap. Yeah, if Lando and Checo can still fight, that would be wonderful. Oh, where am I going? That's a warning. Please don't be another one. So frustrating. Come on, just focus. Get the job done. Yeah, the wet races that are like this are just a bit frustrating. You know, because the fact that obviously the game's basically just decided we're getting pretty similar grip levels right the way through. Because in real life, you would not get a race like this, where it's just constant drizzle for hours. Yeah, there we go. Charles went 2 seconds quicker than me that lap. Yeah, we can only afford to lose 3 more seconds to Perez. By the end of this thing, I'm not convinced that's going to happen. I think we're going to lose a lot more than that in 15 laps. I mean, depends. The AI, like we said, they do tend to fall off towards the end. I actually got an email a couple of weeks ago, chat, from some AI. I think it was AI dating or something. And they were like, "Hi, Matt212, like the most spammy email you'll ever see. We've developed like our new AI dating bot 3.0 or something, and we've seen your TikToks and think you'd be perfect to be a spokesman." And I was like, well, I don't get why you think I'd be perfect. That hurts a little bit. Yeah, like how much would it cost to do a promotional TikTok on your channel? And I sort of ummed and ahed about it, and I thought, well, let's be fair, you know. I got bills to pay, chat. You know, it's a real thing to consider. So I emailed them back, going for a single TikTok. My going rate on this kind of thing is £5,000. Funnily enough, they didn't come back to me, which I was a bit gutted with. I could have taken that up. Jewelry, thank you for the follow. Yeah, they could have accepted my £5,000 offer, and you could have seen me being the new face of dating AI. Could have done like a comparison. Say the same things to my AI and my actual girlfriend, see who responds better. If you did that. I actually spoke to Last 2 and 2 about it because I was with her when I got the email through. I was like, I'm going to send them back saying £5,000. She was like, you go for it. The infinite possibilities of AI, and of course people use it for that rather than going outside. That's what Snapchat AI is for. Is it? I've never used the Snapchat AI. Perez now is falling. Sorry, Norris even is falling away from Perez badly. I mean, P2 might still be on the cards. There we go. Lap 50 of 63. We're getting there. How do you get 12-second penalty? What did I miss? I might have... Track limits around here are tough. That's all I'm going to say, Chris. I hope you're having a good one, mate. Welcome on in. Yeah, to be fair, I don't use Snapchat. We had, worryingly enough, we had this chat a couple of weeks ago. I mean, doing this offline, Harry, I agree, fairly boring. But when I got chat, you know, keep me company, everything like that, it's good fun. Just sit down and have a bit of a conversation for a couple of hours on a Tuesday night. Get to hear fun stories about my business offerings. There we go, Perez now within 13 seconds. I can only afford to lose 8/10 to Checo by the end of this. Oh, we got away with that. So it's just spam folder in your emails. Oh, it's disgusting, honestly. I don't think I'll ever get sponsored by PH. Checo will do something stupid. I mean, I'd love to believe it. Is the new gloves being sponsored? I'm in talks with a couple of companies about gloves. All I'm going to say at the moment. D Sommers 90, thank you for the follow. Love some bottle job emoji gloves, dearie me. That would be scary. Yeah, the gap to Checo's starting to stay pretty even. Oh! I almost George Russelled it. Holy moly. That was scary. I thought that genuinely was going to be game over then.
So this rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future.
Holy moly. Gap to Checo under 12. No! Yeah, my virginity protection gloves, of course. When you feel the car slip like that, how do you try and correct it? It depends, honestly, on like the angle and things like that. But often I try and match the brake and steer the car straight, and then use a little bit of throttle once it's kind of pointing roughly where I need it to try and flick the back end away from the danger. But yeah, it depends on every single incident, because sometimes you just have to dump the throttle and spin around fully. It's kind of based on years of playing, and it's kind of one of those things you can't really train, I don't think. Exactly. In any F1 game especially, you'd rather hit the back end with the ball than the front. Unless you got rear wing damage enabled. Checo going to catch you. Checo I don't actually think is going to catch me by the end of this. Unless I continue to bottle. But of course the penalties are going to make all the difference anyway. Yeah, the rear wing doesn't often get damaged on this game. It's got to be a fair old whack.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
There was visible rear wing damage in... I can't remember which beta it was for one of the games a couple of years ago. And then they removed it for the full release. It wasn't particularly accurate. Like, you would just lose like a chunk out of the rear wing. Like in the middle of the wing. But it was still quite a nice feature to have. You can still get top 5. I hope for a top 5 still. Can't remember who it was that said they'd send me bits if I did. But I'm hoping we still get that. Because looking at it, there's a big gap between Leclerc and Sainz. Might have been F1 2021, might have been F1 22 actually. Can't remember. Oh no, off the top of my head, that was lucky. Top 500 bits in car. It was Cool Boy, wasn't it? Yes. I get to go to Silverstone. Hey, see? Well worth it for... I mean, have you seen how expensive Silverstone tickets are now? A 2-year course makes up for it just for that. No podium for me. No, I mean, we're still ahead of Lando and Verstappen, even with the penalties. 10 laps to go, though. We are still in this fight, I want to believe. Oh, here we go, Norris and Verstappen duking it out. It looks like the Lando Norris downfall is happening late on in the day. You get a podium, I want 10,000 points, I don't care. Alright, come on, Bottas, get out of the way. Oh, no. Just had a bit of hesitation behind the Alfa Romeo. It's going to cost me a little bit more. Oh, fair play. That must be pretty good, Harry. Oh, come on, 9.5. I think if we nail the lap, we can actually pull the time out on Perez. Yeah, battling. See, Bottas, wherever we go, Bottas is with me. Well, that's 2 Grand Prix he's going to go a lap down in. Charles Leclerc's going quick as well towards the end of this thing. AI are flying with the exception of Lando Norris. I mean, what would be fantastic now is if Perez span. Something like that. Just lost a few seconds to me. Yeah, I almost hit a Leclerc, didn't I, through that chicane. Would not have been ideal. Ugh. Nikula, or Nikulia, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good evening, or afternoon, or morning, wherever you are. Oh, how is that a warning? Come on, game. Agent Barca, welcome on in. Yeah, I can't afford any more warnings. Oh, there we go. Perez losing a little bit, apparently. Gap's back up to 10. I don't want to believe, but I want to believe. Is Perez struggling?
I don't think the line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a little while longer.
I don't think we'll be pitting for dries before the end of this mark. Why is the gap to Perez starting to go up just a little bit? Is it the AI? Their tyres are getting to the end of their life. Crazy Katie. Things are going rather interestingly. We have a 10-second lead in a Williams, seemingly out of nowhere. I've scored 1 point all season. We've come to Imola. Suddenly we, for whatever reason, have loads of pace this weekend. And with a handful of laps to go, we are now in a net fight for the win. And I still don't quite know how. So we spoke about the new My Team series earlier on, Scania. I'm still waiting for a couple of mods to get finalised. But I'm hoping it's going to be out by the end of next week. That's the hope. The gap to Checo's actually going up late on, and I don't know quite how. Playing on 46 AI. I still aren't quite Switch partnered, unfortunately, Toast. I'm hoping by the end of this month we'll crack it. And then, like I said earlier on as well, actually, and hopefully, obviously, streaming shenanigans will be back to normal. It's kind of just that thing of I'm so close to it, I just want to get it and then go. Why is the gap going up to Checo? That's what I want to know. It's going up to everyone. I reckon the AI's tyres are cooked. His wrist gets tired. Not too badly, to be fair. I mean, the vibrations have knackered them. Like, both my wrists are screwed, but... How much did your wheel and base cost? All in, the wheel, so the actual steering wheel and stuff, about $1,000, and then the sim rig as well, about another $1,000 on top of that. Oh, no! Don't do anything stupid, come on, we're still battling for this. $12 seconds of time penalties, yeah. Imola has not been fair to me. Or fun, even, I should say. 10.9. What is going on late on in the day? AI absolutely cannot manage their tyres here. I think, to be honest, chat, the AI run way too little downforce at Imola anyway. Couple that with the intermediate conditions mean they've just not had the setups designed for the car. And it's also meant their tyre wear is atrocious. We need one more second. Somehow the gap is going the right way. With just over 5 laps to go. But of course we cannot get another warning. If we get another warning, it's over. This is actually getting rather dramatic towards the bitter end. Got more blue flags. I'm really hoping these AI get on with it. I mean, Albon could do me a solid further back and just defend, but he won't. Gasly and Ocon having a bit of a nightmare in their Alpines. That's not a tidy run, though. Thank you, Pierre. Formula wheels, yeah, you know, they are good fun, but I wouldn't say you need one. I raced on a circular wheel for years. Yeah, Alpine seem to have no luck in pretty much any of my series, which is quite funny. Come on, Ocon, move out of the way. There we go, thank you. Kind of. Ocon, move. Esteban. Esteban! What are you doing? Gap was up to 11.6, but it's definitely come back down a bit. Oh, look at that. Esteban Ocon cost me a good second there. That could be the difference by the end of this thing. Leclerc now ahead of Lando Norris. Norris is not going to score a podium by the looks of it. But, yeah, as long as we don't do anything stupid, the win might still be on. Come on, come on, come on. Concentration's really coming in, chat. For the final few laps, 11 seconds again. And Perez has got a lot more lapped cars to navigate than I will by the end of this thing. Verstappen actually looks to be the quick one at the moment. Verstappen could still be a threat by the end of this thing. We've just really got this lad Stroll. Of course, it's Stroll of all people. 11.5 seconds to Perez. But will Stroll hold me up? Come on. Yeah, anyone, that said at the start of this that I might win could be in for quite the payday. Then again, they might not still. Stroll, get out of the way. Ugh! Thank you. I mean, I kind of drifted over, but still. Don't get a warning, don't get a warning, don't get a warning, don't get a warning. Thank you. Come on. No. No. No! If it hadn't been for Hamilton at the start. I'm not going to back out, though. Oh, the lock-up. That's awful. Come on, Bottle Job 212. We've still got 3 laps. And Perez has got loads of AI to navigate. It's not over. Perez will probably only have to navigate Bottas and the Williams, but... Oh, we got yellows out. Stroll's breaking down, I think. Might be one of the Alpines. Don't be a safety car. Can't be a safety car. Too late in the race for a safety car. Stroll out, though. We need over a second a lap on Checo now. Come on, can just one of the AI slow him up? Can't believe we finally had our first retirement of the day. Come on, Albon, Bottas, do me a favour, do me a solid. course, we know now as well, if we need to, we can take a couple of extra warnings on the final laps. Two laps to go here, but it's not looking good. Need to keep going. It's looking more likely to be third than second. Charles Leclerc, though, is a lot further back. We almost have caused the upset, but I don't think... Oh, no, Albon's let him by. Bottas, I'm sure, probably will as well down the start-finish straight. So annoying, man. We need 1.5 over Max. Bottas does let him go. They're both going to cost Max a little bit, though, through the next couple of corners, but no way are we going to be able to find 3 seconds in the final lap. 4 seconds, even, I should say. Imola in the wet is so horrible for track limits. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. How has Max lost no time at all getting past those AI? How much did they jump out of the way for him? But one more lap to go then here from Imola. I mean, the fact that we're going to be disappointed for podiums in a Williams says just how stupidly crazy this race has been. But, yeah, it's just gutted, of course, you know, struggled so much with the track limits early on. You know, had Hamilton not ran me off the road, though, this would still be a fight for the win heading into the final lap, but you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, we've got to take the big championship points anyway. Could we still get Verstappen, though? We need 1 more second on this final lap. I'm not going to give up. All those points can have big ramifications in the bigger picture. So we've got to try and still go for it. Or that's not going to do me any favours, but what a race it's been here from Imola. Even though we're not going to get the win unless Perez bins it or something, we will absolutely take a podium. It's been a tough old race, and we've certainly learnt a lot as well. Once again, you know, track limits, the bane of my existence, it would appear, inside F1 23. Yeah, we'll get another one for good measure as well. I don't actually think we're going to get Perez anyway. Looks like Perez might just about have enough towards the end of this thing, so at least we're not actually going to bottle the win with that final penalty by the looks of things. But in towards the final few corners, though, of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It's a heartbreaking way to end the afternoon, but yeah, even that last penalty I don't think has made the difference, all things considered. We will take it, though. We will take a trophy, our first trophy of the Williams RTG through the final corners. It's going to be the win on the road, but boy oh boy are those track limits frustrating. They're out of the final corner. We will still take a podium. Mitch, another bit. Thank you very much, my friend. Such a weird race. I mean, like we said, kind of obviously a bit strange with the AI as well. We'll take a podium. 15 points gives us a massive boost in the championship. But, you know, it is what it is. Red Bull, another dub for them. But hopefully that was still entertaining nonetheless. Now, Iceman Mark 7, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. It's last race. Yeah, no way am I doing another 100% race. Demo. Yeah, we'll take a podium in the end. What's better for you, Bits or Gifted? So I genuinely don't know, Cool Boy. I think Bits I get, though I don't know if someone knows more about Twitch than I do. Hey, Triby97, thank you for the raid, mate. Say, you've come just at the wrong time. We just finished doing our race as well, but I appreciate it. Welcome on in. We could still mathematically win the championship. We could. We could. You know, we're not out of the championship yet. But yeah, next stream, of course, yeah, will be WOR on Thursday night. I will pay out the points, yep. Congratulations to all of you that said P2/P3. We will see who won some big prizes. 4% of you voted for P2, P3 in the end, so congratulations. Nice payday for them. Mitch with another 5 bits. I appreciate it, my friend. Who won some points then? all things considered.
So let's review the driver's
It
stats.
was
The gap at the top of the
Mafala
championship
and
has been
4
cut
others, so
down
congratulations
after
to
a
all of you.
difficult race today.
I mean,
France
15
championship
seconds of
leader.
penalties looks
Well,
so
after an
dumb.
incredible day of
But
racing,
yeah, at
who
least
was your
in the
driver
end,
of the day, Ant?
obviously we
Well, you can't
didn't
fault anything
lose
that
it to
Sergio
Checo
Perez did
because of
out
that
on the track
last
today.
pen.
He drove flawlessly, making him an easy pick.
Let's move on to the constructors. And pulling further ahead in the standings, it's Red Bull.
Hey, thank you very much,
After an
cool
event
boy. I
like
appreciate
that,
it, my
who
friend.
knows what the sport has in store for us
500 bits
next
as well to
time
finish
out.
us off.
Be
Fair
sure
play,
join
stuck
us
to your
once
word.
again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Well, there we are then, the end of the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, and a disappointing end there, but like I said, lucky that final podium, that final penalty didn't actually cost us the win either way. Sergio Perez just had enough pace in that Red Bull, but it is going to change things up massively in the championship there. You can see Albon, decent recovery up to P15 despite all the issues, but it's going to mean championship-wise, Verstappen still with a 14-point lead at the top of the table. We jump all the way up, though, into P9 and best of the rest at the moment. Albon down to P14 there, and in terms of Williams, then, we're now ahead of Alpine as well, so we could actually be in a fight for P6 by the end of the season. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and yeah, we'll be back very, very soon with more of the Williams Road to Glory.